What is going on, my herd? Welcome back to another Black Sheep TV production. Today we continue our Does It Drift video series where we purchase vehicles in-game, build the car up to drift spec, and then test that car rigorously to see if it has the ability to be a drift car. Start off the bat and just make excuses for why I haven't made a video in the last 5 days. Aside from being busy, I am trying to add in a little something to this channel, and that's proving to take a little bit more time than I anticipated. But I also want to talk about today's episode. Of course, we're going to be testing the Ruiner. Now, of course, this is the current handling of the Ruiner. I think this is one of the most hot-fixed cars in the game. It's suffered many hot fixes, and most of them for the worse when it comes to handling. This is already stanced, and we already have an opinion on this car, and that is the big change we're going to be doing in this series. We're going to already test the cars. You guys aren't going to necessarily see the shock value, the surprise value that I get out of these cars, but what that's going to allow me to do from this video on out. Of course, this one's going to take a little bit longer because I'm explaining these things, but what it's going to allow me to do is make these videos shorter for you and allow you to see more in a shorter period of time. Alright, there is smoke coming. If you can see, the car's making a weird noise, and that's why. So there's a little bit of smoke. This shouldn't affect our handling at all. I've gotten a full idea of it. I already have the grade pretty well set out in my head of what I want to give this thing. So as I'm giving you guys the 3 sections that aren't going to change at all, the same old 3 sections of the Does It Drift series, I'm also going to kind of put this car in the ringer in the background for you guys so you can see what it can do and what it can't do. We're just going to do some street drifting for the most part. Maybe we'll bring these cars. We may bring some cars to the track, but that is only under certain circumstances that I can see. So let's get into it. So cost for this thing, I would suggest pick it up off the street for free. They spawn very, very frequently. In which case, then you're going to have to put on the loss prevention. That's going to cost you right around 6-7 grand, somewhere around that area. Engine of this car, $6,700 for the maxed out. Transmission, $8,000. And the turbo is $30,000. That's bringing you to a set total after your loss prevention and all that, right around $50,000 for this car. I gave you a real down to term cost on this thing. I think the only vehicle that is actually cheaper is the Dodge Bond. I think that one's right around $45,000 all spoken for. So the car does drift, obviously. To answer it, you can see us drifting. You can see me drifting it in the background here. In my opinion, it's not the best. Now, I also can see the irony. You put the muscle car tires on the sports cars, and you put the sports tires on the muscle cars. What are you doing? I was just kind of trying to emulate Adam LZ's car a little bit. So for what you're paying and getting out of it, it's very average. I mean, you're even probably a little below average on this thing. You really kind of have to struggle to keep it in the drift. It's very, very grippy. I would say it's a little too grippy for my liking. I have ran it without these sports tires, so don't get me wrong, guys. I gave it the full benefit of the doubt, as I will all of these vehicles. I just like the look of this the best. Does it drift? Yes, it does drift, but it doesn't drift the best. Therefore, I'm only going to give it a 6.5 for what you're getting out of it and the cost, although the cost is very low. The driftability is just too low in it as well. So that brings us into driftability, and we already went over it. It's just a little too grippy for the power, and for that matter, I'm going to have to give it a 5, which then brings us into the final, which is efficiency. And I mean, the car is efficient for what it gives you. However, what it's giving you isn't the best. So efficiency, it's going to score a little higher. Its stance is very easy. I haven't blown any up. So I mean, all in all, yeah, any car that you're stancing and shooting at, you might get these rare occasions where they're not liking the stance, but this is an easy one. So efficiency, a little bit higher. We're gonna give it a 7 for the efficiency. It is efficient in what it does. It just doesn't offer a lot. So that's a 6, a 5, and a 7 for a total of 18 out of 30. And that's the Ruiner, guys. I'm not going to waste your time. You can go check out the next video and check out other channels as well. And why hold you around for any longer, guys? That's the Ruiner. Hopefully you guys enjoy this change of pace and don't feel like it's so rushed. I'm kind of watching the length that's being watched on some of these videos, and it doesn't seem like most of the videos are being watched. So I want to definitely tune it down, and definitely appreciate you guys subscribing, commenting, sharing. We are growing a lot quicker than we started growing, let's just say that. We're still only hanging around there, but in the past 5 days of not making any videos, I've gotten over 10 subscribers. So thanks to you guys. I appreciate you guys, my old subscribers, my new subscribers. I definitely appreciate you. Welcome to the Black Sheep herd if you're new, and you guys can expect some good quality content to keep on flowing for you guys. guys. Until next time, I want you guys to stay happy, stay positive, and we will talk to you next time.